Hi everyone. So this video is going to be more so for beginners if you are planning on starting a hair journey or if you just recently started your hair journey. I think these tips and suggestions will help you a lot. It's basically about, what you should expect or some of the things that you might encounter and some key points that you might keep into consideration as you start your hair journey. And I have my notes here so I don't forget them, because I have a tendency to forget things. So I'll start by talking about hair goals and having long hair, because a lot of people start their hair journey with the intention of growing long flowing hair. You come on YouTube or you might go on the hair sites and you see pictures of these hair gurus or ladies who have long beautiful flowing hair, and your expectation is that, okay, I want to go on this hair journey, I want the hair that she has, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that hair. But you need to understand that for those ladies, on average, it takes them about 2 to 3 years to achieve that length, which is normally around mid-back, broad strap mid-back. So you have to keep that in consideration. And it requires a lot of patience. It took them years to get to the length that they have. So don't think that you start and then overnight, boom, your hair will be like Rapunzel. No, it's not going to be the case. There's a lot of setbacks, so you have to be prepared for that as well. There's a lot of frustrations, and it's just very time consuming and it requires focus. And you wonder why sometimes people, like 6 months within their hair regimen, they quit. They're like, oh, I can't do this, this is not for me. It's because maybe they didn't think about these things and consider that hair journey is not as easy as it looks. Yes, you see long hair, but that doesn't mean that your hair is going to reach that point in like a quick amount of time. It takes a lot of work, dedication, and time. So you need to understand that. Another thing is that when you see these ladies with long hair, that doesn't mean that they're the only ones you can learn from. You don't have to have long hair. Like, your goal on your hair journey doesn't necessarily have to be long hair. Maybe you like when your hair is short. Maybe your hair you look better with short hair than with long hair. So maybe what you want to focus on is health. Like for me, I always focus on the health of my hair. Health before length. I think if you focus on health first, length will eventually come. So I think that's one of the things that you really need to think about. Like, just focus on the health of your hair. Don't be afraid of the scissors, because sometimes it's necessary, because long stringy hair don't look good. It don't look good at all. So just try and focus on health. Okay. Another thing I would like to talk about is cost. Going into your hair journey, you might not, well, before you start your hair journey, you might not think that it's a costly process, but it does cost, because we're talking about oils, products, sometimes vitamins and supplements, tools, and those add up. And sometimes a lot of people become product junkies like myself, and you read a review on a product and you're like, I have to have it, I have to have it. But then you use it and it's like, this isn't doing anything for my hair. And then you put it aside and you move on to the next product, and you just try and you accumulate and you accumulate, and all these costs. It costs. And as a beginner, you need to understand that hair journeys aren't cheap. Oils are not cheap. The good tools are not cheap. So you need to consider all of that as well. Another aspect is social life, your social life. And with your hair journey, you have to make, well, sometimes you have to make a lot of sacrifices in terms of your social life. Because I'll give you an example. For example, with me, last night my friend called me and he's like, oh, we're going out to dinner, you should come, blah blah blah. I'm like, geez, I really want to come, but I can't because I just put in my deep condition in my hair, and I'm going to deep condition my hair. Before my hair journey, I would only do those things. I would wash and stuff my hair on a Sunday, but now I'm doing it more often, like about 2 times during the week. So you know, your hair sometimes restrict you from doing things like going out. It's not good to have your hair prohibit like your social life, or you know, affect your life so much. So you have to keep that in mind, that it might change your lifestyle. And even going out, like for example, you know, going, say for you're going out to the club and you want your hair nice and flat iron and smooth, but because you're stretching your relaxer and you're probably, I don't know, say about 16 weeks post relaxer, so you know you have a lot of new growth and it's not smooth, it doesn't look the way you want, you know, your hair is not flowing the way you want it to flow. So you're like, okay, I can't go out, I don't want to go out with my hair like this. Because with hair journey, like I always tell people, sometimes I feel like I have more bad hair days than good hair days on a hair journey, because you tend to not do things to your hair. You don't want to manipulate your hair, you don't want to use heat on your hair, so your hair probably won't look as smooth and silky as you would like it to look. And most times your hair, with these protective styles, your hair is pulled back or tucked away or whatever. Okay, and also you need to understand that everyone's hair is different, and not because a product works for someone else means that it is going to work for you. Everyone's hair is different, and everyone's growth rate is different. And not because someone hair grows like 6 inches a year on average means that that's going to be the same thing for you. Hair growth has more to do with the internal aspect of your body than it does to the external factors by adding stuff in your hair. So you know, just keep that in mind, that people hair is different. Another thing is the enthusiasm. You know, you start your hair journey, you're pumped up, like, yes, I'm going to have long hair, bra strap, armpit length, mid back, and by next year my hair is going to be so long, and yeah, all that. I'm going to get my products, and you're enthusiastic. You do your scalp massages like every night, and all these wonderful hair regimen stuff. But I'm telling you, the enthusiasm does wear off after a while. Not saying that you'll lose your focus, but it does wear off. Like 6 months into your hair journey, you realize, oh, sometimes you get lazy, and you might not massage your scalp every night and stuff like that. So, you know, keep that in mind, that the initial feeling of enthusiasm, it might wear off as you go along your hair journey. Another thing is, I spoke about this earlier, it's setbacks. And I learned from my setbacks. I've had so many setbacks. I had to cut my hair so often. But my thing is, you know, they always say a setback is opportunity for a comeback, something like that. I don't remember the exact saying, but yeah, it's something like that. And for me, I realized that, you know, I said to myself, Shannon, you need to stop focusing on the length of your hair and focus on the health. So I gained length, but it did not look good. My hair didn't move the way I wanted it to move, so I cut it off. It's a setback, and you know, you start again. So you just have to keep focus. And another thing with hair journey, you might be ridiculed a lot, so be prepared. I remember one of the things that my family really, and my boyfriend, like really like got on me about, and it was like the joke of the family. Oh, Shannon is putting garlic in her hair, and why would you put garlic in your hair, and blah blah blah. And it was like everyone was laughing. I was like, okay, whatever, let me do my thing, it's my hair. So be prepared, because people laugh at some of the crazy things that you put in your hair or that you do to your hair. Another thing is that with hair journey, I realized they let a lot of things like seem like the enemy. For example, mineral oil. Ooh, it's the enemy. Stay away from mineral oil. But I'm telling you, like, I'm not like that. My thing is, some of my favorite products have mineral oil in it, and it works quite fine. And sulfate is another enemy. Even your comb and your brush, like some people like portray as the enemy. Don't comb your hair, don't brush your hair, manipulation and this and, but come on, if you don't comb your hair and brush your hair, it's not going to look good. So what's the point of a hair journey if you can't pull your comb through your hair at least 3 times per week? Like, what's the point? Another thing is enjoying your hair, and this is one of the last things I'm going to talk about. It's like, come on, you're on a hair journey to grow your hair or to have healthy hair, and what's the point of all of that if you can't enjoy it, if it's always pulled back, tucked away, hidden? Like, there's no point, because you want to enjoy your hair, you want your hair to look good, and if you can't enjoy your hair, it makes no sense, like, to me. So I think with hair journey, you really need to think about what works for you. Like, there's lots of tips and suggestions that you can do, and there are products that you can incorporate in your regimen and stuff, but make sure that it works for you, it doesn't hinder your life so much. And just try, I think, to focus on health more than length. So, and if you have any other tips or suggestions that you'd like to add to what I've already spoken about, like something that I probably never mentioned, you can comment and put it below. Okay, so please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Bye.